Okay, the time is now 6:03 p.m. Good evening and welcome to the October 16, 2025 proposed charter revocation public hearing. I'm Jonathan Briggs, Vice Chairman of the Prince George's County Board of Education. The Vice Chair would like to inform the public that Spanish interpretation is available by clicking on the globe at the bottom of the screen. Ms. Acevedo, could you assist with translating this announcement in Spanish, please?
Buenas noches, la hora 3 de la tarde. Bienvenidos a todos a nuestra reunión de nuestra propuesta de vecindario de octubre 16. Yo soy el señor Briggs, soy el vicepresidente. Si desea usted escuchar esta reunión en español en la computadora, en la sesión Zoom, en la parte baja de la pantalla habrá un globo de interpretación. Haga clic en ese globo y seleccione español. En un dispositivo móvil, en la sección Zoom, en la parte baja de la pantalla, tocará el icono del eclipse. En la parte derecha, toque Language Interpretation, toque Español.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Acevedo. For
You're
anyone
welcome.
unavailable to join us live, this hearing is being recorded and will be available for later viewing on the PGCPS YouTube channel. For record purposes, the Vice Chair reminds all to ensure that their microphones are muted when not speaking. The hearing is to receive input from various individuals, departments, and the public. The board is not conducting business, taking action, nor adopting any motions. Calling the hearing to order is not business, and adjourning the hearing is not business. In line with policy 8345, public comment, it is established that the public can register on site for public hearings until the public is notified that the testimony registration form is closed. Tonight, the registration will remain open for the live written and video testimony until 6:15 p.m., so about another 10 minutes. The testimony registration form is currently available on the PGCPS County Board website. So with that being said, I believe Ms. Barton or Ms. Adelaide, please call the roll.
Good evening, everyone. Ms. Ajakaye?
Present.
Dr. Enderful?
Present.
Ms. Boozer-Struther?
Present.
Mr. Briggs?
Present.
Mrs. Brown?
Here.
Ms. Goins-McCants?
Present.
Dr. Moss? Ms. Olivo?
Present.
Ms. Walker?
Present.
Mr. Jackson? We have 8 present.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Barton. A quorum is present. We're going to move to the presentation. So I would like to recognize the superintendent designee, which I believe is a few individuals this evening. I see Dr. Deanne Collins, Dr. Colin Amero, and then also Miss Siobhan Hall to speak on the proposed charter revocation for Excel Academy. So I will turn it over to whoever is the appropriate person. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Member Briggs. At this time, I will turn the presentation over to Dr. Morrow and Siobhan Hall to kick us off with discussing the proposed charter revocation for Excel Academy Public Charter. Dr. Morrow?
Good evening, everyone. And I'm actually going to turn it over to the charter office with Ms. Hall and Ms. Ransom, who are going to do the presentation for us this evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Siobhan Hall-Smith, and I serve as the Instructional Director for Charter Schools for Prince George's County Public Schools. We have a presentation. I'm not sure if I don't see it being displayed right now.
Ms. Barton, I believe that either Ms. Barton or Ms. Adelaide are going to project it. So Ms. Hall,
Okay.
in a second.
Yes, we'll make sure it's on the screen momentarily.
Okay, thank you. And while we are waiting for the presentation, I would like to introduce my colleague, our charter school liaison, Jubilee Ransom, who will be co-facilitating this presentation.
Good evening, everyone. All right, so we only have the PDF to this presentation, but I'm going to try to see if it's going to allow me.
Should be able to open it in this, if you put open with, it should be able to open into Google.
And Ms. Hall, if it's helpful while we're waiting, if you want to just like frame the night, that might help while we're waiting for this.
Absolutely. So this evening, we are here to discuss the well, I shouldn't say recommendation, the revocation as outlined in our state's COMAR regulations for Excel Public Charter School. So this evening, we are going to walk through the intended outcomes of this meeting, the role of our school board as the charter school authorizer, the overview of the charter school revocation process as outlined in COMAR, the SEED Excel financial overview, and the supports the district has provided over the course of one school year, and our next steps. Immediately following our next steps, I believe there may be time that's open for those who have public comment. Okay. So we'll begin with the COMAR overview and the intended outcomes of this public hearing. So as outlined in COMAR 13A, the purpose of this hearing is to provide an opportunity for concerned citizens to submit their views orally or via written testimony or data on the proposed charter revocation before any final decision is made by our Board of Education. And please pardon me because I can't see, I'm looking at my presentation. So if the presentation is appearing, there it is. Okay. So if we can go back, we can actually stay on this slide. And Jubilee, I will turn it over to you and then I'll come back when we get to slide 8.
Sure. So thank you. So the role of the local education agency and charter authorization. In Maryland, LEAs authorize charter schools. They manage the application, renewal, and revocation closure processes in a similar manner to traditional non-public schools while honoring the autonomy in the respective charter agreements. PGCPS Board of Education role is an authorizer. So Maryland charter school law identifies local education agencies, also known as LEAs, as the sole authorizers of charter schools. Charter school authorizer responsibilities are to oversee charter school quality and outcomes based on Maryland charter law, also to ensure accountability across academic, financial, and operational areas, also to make final decisions on the opening of new charter school applications, charter renewal recommendations, and non-renewals of charter school contracts. A little about Maryland charter law concerning charter renewals. Okay, according to Maryland Code of Education 9-107, charter renewal. A public chartering authority may not renew a charter contract unless the public charter school has demonstrated 1, satisfactory academic achievement, 2, fiscal management, and 3, compliance with the provisions of its charter contract. And
Ms.
now,
Ransom, I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt. I just want to make sure. I know there's a slide up, and I just think visually, I know auditorily, it may always be helpful for people who are following along if we can just have the slides follow the presentation. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Ransom. It's back up.
okay, so do you need me to voice this over
Yes.
again?
Please. Yes. Please.
Okay, because I was looking at my own. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Maryland Charter School Law identifies local education agencies as the sole authorizers of charter schools. Charter school authorizer responsibilities are to oversee charter school quality and outcomes based on Maryland charter law, ensure accountability across academic, financial, operational areas, and to make final decisions on the opening of new charter school applications, charter renewal recommendations, and non-renewal of charter school contracts.
Next slide.
Maryland charter law, as it relates to charter renewals, according to Maryland Code Education 9-107, charter renewal, a public chartering authority may not renew a charter contract unless the public charter school has demonstrated 1, satisfactory academic achievement, 2, fiscal management, and 3, compliance with the provisions of its charter contract.
Next slide.
And I'll be handing it back over to my colleague, Siobhan Hall-Smith, to discuss the overview of the charter school revocation process.
Okay, thank you. Can we go to the next slide, please? So according to Administrative Procedure 3506, which outlines charter revocation, the following factors would trigger a charter revocation in Prince George's County Public Schools. The charter has breached the charter agreement. The charter has not fulfilled a condition imposed by the school board in connection with the granting of the charter. The charter school has failed to comply with the charter or federal, state, or local charter law. For the purposes of Excel Charter School, we are looking at the conditions that are highlighted in red. The fiscal conditions of the charter school being substantially deficient, and also the continuum of the operation of the charter school is in contrast to the best interest of the public or the students of Prince George's County Public Schools. Next slide, please. So when we look at SEED Excel, and SEED is the organization that operated Excel Public Charter School, here is a financial overview. On or about August 21st, 2025, the executive director of SEED Excel Charter Schools notified Prince George's County Public Schools that the school could not open due to insurmountable financial challenges. The school's fiscal condition could be identified as being substantially deficient. Excel Academy has experienced severe fiscal deficiencies, which culminated in the operator's unilateral decision to cease operation just 2 days before the start of the 25-26 school year. So let's go to our next slide. Okay. Here is an overview of the school's financial position beginning in fiscal year 24. So what we see here is that in fiscal year 24, the school overspent by more than $600,000. This amount was to be recouped during fiscal year 25. Here you'll see a breakdown of how that overspending, where the dollars and cents were, and what were the factors contributing to the overspending quarter by quarter, going from quarter 1 through quarter 4. I would like to highlight the last bullet here, which is $347,000, which was a loan that was received from Prince George's County Public Schools in in April of 2025 to SEED Excel. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. And here is a timeline. So in late fall of 2024, the SEED Excel charter operator communicated a need for financial support. By the spring of 2025, the Board of Education approved financial assistance, a financial assistance agreement for SEED Excel. In that financial assistance agreement, there was an outline of clear repayment stipulations and the supports that could be offered by Prince George's County Public Schools outside of the financial assistance. During the summer of 2025, SEED Excel, the charter operator, did not repay the financial assistance received from Prince George's County Public Schools as agreed and requested additional time and support. When we get to the late summer, on or about August 21st, 2025, that's when the Seed Excel operator indicated, due to financial deficiency, the inability to open in school year 26. Next slide, please. So based on the information here, this is concluding our report. The next steps would be for the Prince George's County Public Schools Board of Education during its October 23rd board meeting to vote on the recommendation for the contract revocation. So that concludes our formal report. And Dr. Morrow, I will turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm actually going to turn it over to Board Member Briggs. I don't know if we have any questions from the panel or if we have any public responses at this time.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Miro. I'm not sure who's tracking the tracking if we have any. We've had until 6:15. Do we have any public commenters? Miss Adelaide or Miss No one signed up?
No, we received none.
Okay. Okay, and I'm not sure if this is appropriate or not, but are board members able to ask questions in this? Is there the parliamentarian or anyone? I know this isn't a public meeting for that, but or is there some way to have questions be submitted about this this presentation in the interim? I know Board Director Adelaide, you probably have the best insight here on that question.
Yes, board members can ask questions.
Okay, great. Oh, in this meeting, is that correct? Okay. Okay. So board members, if there are any questions on your end, I just want to make time for that. Granted that we'll be voting for this on October 23rd. You can of course raise your hand and I'll acknowledge you in the order of your raised hand. There's also the option to submit a comment privately around this process. Okay. Board Member Goins-McCants.
Thank you, Vice Chair Briggs. I don't have a question, just a comment. There was a note on there at a slide about the board approving something. The board never made any actions to formally approve an agreement or anything of that nation as that notion as a board. And so I just wanted to make sure that was cleared up. There was no formal vote, no formal anything that we took as a board to approve anything of that nature.
Okay, thank you so much. Board Member Goins-McCants. And want to clarify too, because I know for the public, it says local education agency, which Dr. Miro, if you want to clarify here the distinction between the board and the local education agency as it pertains to the law, because I think that'll probably help with answering Board Member Goins-McCants' question.
The LEA?
Yeah, the local education agency.
Yeah, so the local educational system is the Prince George's County Public Schools. And then the Board of Education, of course, is the board. And so I think what you're referring to, Ms. Goins, Board Member Goins-McCants, is the piece around who approved some of the funding, some of the actions that took place along the way. Is that what you're referring to? If I can just ask for some clarity.
And feel free, Board Member.
Yes.
Okay.
The specific line that says that the specific line that says we approved.
Got it. So you want to, so we're clarifying that the approval did not come directly from the board, but it was possible that it came directly from the LEA, from Prince George's County Public Schools leadership at the time.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay, other questions from board members? Okay, and I just wanted to, for the record, myself state that I did want to. I want to preface this by saying that transparency is. I know this is a big piece that we all care about, And so that is coming under that tone. One of the things that I want to ensure is that I know when I looked back in the spring for the presentation that the board approved, if we could pull that record, because that was something that I didn't see in board docs, that I want to make sure it was something that is a part of this process that we're naming in the presentation. So wanted to have that for the record too. And then I see another hand, Board Member Walker.
Hi, and thank you so much. This will be really quick. I was just wondering if you could talk to, I know that the charter school group have really been working on improvements to ensure that we're taking a look at fiscal responsibility for our charters, not just this charter, but the other charters that we have. And I just was hoping you can give us a quick overview of any of the improvements that's been made as a result. I don't know if it's as a result of this or in the process. Thank you so much.
So I'll take that question. So one of the ways that we are looking to improve our fiscal oversight of our charters, in addition to now gathering the quarterly financial statements from each charter operator, we are now working in collaboration with our budget and finance office to review, and our accounting office. We will begin to review those documents in collaboration with them to identify what could possibly be the beginning phases of financial insolvency, or if there's anything that could give us pause about the school's financial standing. Additionally, we are continuing to collect annual audits for each of our charter operators and looking at those financial audits in alignment with GAAP policies and procedures. So we are continuing to partner with Budget and Finance and also with the accounting office as well to take more of a deeper dive into those documents that will be submitted.
Okay. And I think I am frozen, but I am here. Any other questions from board members? Okay, seeing none. All right, so there being no further comments or questions from the board, we want to thank you all for joining us for tonight's hearing. The time is now 6:26 p.m. and the October 16th, 2025 proposed charter revocation public hearing is adjourned. I want to say thank you all for the presentation and a good night to everyone.
Thank you.